I see many links between the arts and human rights. In my work as a human rights defender, I come across many experiences of human rights abuses. But when these experiences are reflected through the arts, the artwork affects me in a different way to reports and legal investigations that cross my path. So many times, art has caught hold of my heart and stayed with me forever. It's the emotion, I think. The emotion at the heart of the human experience. The emotion that art strives to capture and bring to life. This emotion has helped me to build a stronger understanding to engage further with the human rights issue being explored through the arts. I remember reading the poetry of Irina Ratusinskaya when I was in Amnesty International. In 1983, she was sentenced to 7 years hard labor, 5 years internal exile, accused of anti-Soviet agitation and propaganda. Her poetry details how she was beaten and force-fed. She suffered solitary confinement in an unheated cell for an entire year, where the temperatures fell to -40 degrees Celsius in the winter. She was 28 years of age. Her poetry conveyed not only one individual's hardship, but a universal hardship endured by many. And it brought home to me the terrible prison conditions that dissidents were subjected to in the Soviet Union at that time. But it also revealed an enormous human resilience, a strength of spirit and will to confront and overcome these direct attacks on human dignity. No, I am not afraid. No, I am not afraid. I remember Betty Carreño, the Mexican woman and human rights defender. She too had this strength. Betty was shot dead in 2010 as she delivered provisions to indigenous communities under siege by government-backed armed paramilitaries. But in spite of the threats, slander, and harassment she faced, Betty believed that the sun would shine brightly somewhere in the future. Betty's words make me think of Vedran Smailović, the cellist who played Albinoni's Adagio in G minor during the siege of Sarajevo. He played at funerals and in ruined buildings, often under the threat of fire from snipers. But his act of defiance was at once a celebration of life and an acknowledgement of the injustice and sadness his people were suffering. Art can be an attempt to get to grips with the nature of the divisions in our world, divisions that are so continuously and so violently brought about. Art asserts and demands dignity for people, be it through the subject matter or the very act of making art itself. I see human rights as the struggle to understand the idea that we've all been thrown into this world together, the concept of us all being here together. At the imaginative heart of human rights is universal dignity, an idea that has led to the development of a framework which seeks to defend exactly that, dignity and respect for all people equally. When we compare the arts with the human rights movement, it's as though they are responding to the same questions, fighting for the same things. Although they approach them in different ways, yet still I feel that the arts and human rights don't have to be strangers to one another, and neither do we. People can come together in solidarity, to build a better future for all.